Evening, folks. Welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. We are looking at a Homelite 540. I've had this one and a bit of a part saw on the shelf for a better part of a year. Needed a intake boot, finally got one, and finally got motivated today to get this thing running. This saw had sat with gas in it, and it had gummed that carburetor up badly. The passage between the fuel inlet and the metering needle was completely plugged with, wasn't even goo anymore, it was crystallized, so that took a little cleanup. But all in all, this is a fairly clean saw. It's had an accident somewhere in its life. This tab has been re-welded on, as has the one you can't see behind the starter here. But whoever did a good job on it, touch-up paint could... The shade match is great. The application was a little sketchy, but whatever, it doesn't look bad. Muffler's been completely media blasted, painted with high temperature paint. The gasket was cleaned and resealed. It was leaking a little bit. That's part of why there's some burn in the paint there. Some of that'll buff out, but some of it's pretty permanent. Seems like pretty common for these things to lose part of the chain brake, if not the whole bloody thing. This one's got a complete mechanism, but it's missing the arm, and that's not the easiest thing to find. If you've ever looked for it, you know that. I do like the fact it has that optional full wrap handle. This is pretty faded, but the UT tag is an I, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but that puts it in the late 80s. So, it's a survivor. Plastic tank. It's got a small JB weld patch up in there. I don't know if something came back and hit it from the drive case here or what, but it's not leaking, and I'm not going to mess with it. Oil's like absolute mad. That's quite a puddle. And it truly amazes me how ridiculous that saw looks with a 24-inch bar on it. It just looks miniature, but that is a 24, so. Anyway, these are a saw that is always welcome in the collection.